Oh, here we go. We don't date black men. We can all agree on that as a society. We can all agree on that. See, racist, I told you that racism is its own punishment. Didn't I tell you that? I told you racism is its own burden to bear. Now, there you go. Burden A and burden B. See, if you would have been more open and inviting, a brother might have taken that off your hands. A brother that was down on his luck or needed a place to stay might have taken that off your hands. Now you stuck with it. Good luck with that. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and this is Racist of the Week, where we explore the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination in hopes we can build a more perfect union. And also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And of course, if you have any nominees, you can drop them in the comments. You can email me at admin@ReeseWaters.com. I would first like to start off by congratulating the new members of Mount Edgemore. Let's see, we got Tina Turner, we got Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Prince. Now, I got a question. Is the Mount Edgemore, is that about music or hair? Because if it's hair, we definitely have a shortage of Jerry curls. I'm gonna need some more Jerry curls if we talking about hair. I'm gonna need a Rick James.
I'm Rick James.
I'm gonna need a Soul Glow.
Just let yourself, baby.
I'm gonna need a Dope Boy from Boys in the Hood.
You act like you ain't never had no barbecue before.
And you know I gotta have a Jules from Pulp Fiction.
Does he look like a...
If we doing hair. That's just if we doing hair. Now, last time we were here, we were celebrating the colonization of the White and Proud Facebook group.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, no debate. To which Boogie Brown said, all the black people triggered over a group name is funny AF. Who triggered? Who triggered? They having fun. They roasting.
What happened?
They roasted me.
Hey, it's hot outside. It's a whole heat dome over the eastern seaboard. We've been looking for something to do. This was just perfect timing. Hey, cousins, what do you think we should name our new group? Back to Black and F them people. Hey, put me down for F them people. Yeah, Matter of fact, why don't you go F them people, Back to Black? Ashley Thomas done got into it with Alexander. She said, nah, that's your pappy. To which Alex said, I know mine, unlike you. Ashley says, the only way you know dad is because you also call him uncle. Alex, why would you? You need more black people in your life to tell you that wasn't going to end well. Come on, you knew that wasn't going to end well. And this time around, they picking up the scraps. They still at it. They got us storming the White and Proud beach, which is all the way wrong, because y'all know we wouldn't have got on that boat. We definitely wouldn't have got on that boat. And why it's so crowded? Huh? Y'all got that boat out here looking like Carnival. Me, after getting accepted in the racist Facebook group White and Proud, say they don't block me from posting. I ain't gonna tell nobody, but you might want to go with a white pick. You know, a white pick. Or they like red too. They definitely, they mix the white and the red. I don't know which one is higher. I have no idea. But here they're fighting back. Hey, look, all the darkies are here trolling our page. Such a crowd, aren't they? Go follow your own watermelon page. I'm Sarah, by the way. Speak to me with respect.
Hell no.
I don't know what I'm Sarah was supposed to mean. I don't know what that was. We all knew your name was Sarah. They was calling you Sarah before they even seen you for the first time, just based on that. Look, I'm not going to sit here and argue with your stereotypes and whatnot, calling it a watermelon page. All I'm going to say is I bet not see you eating no watermelon this summer. Yeah, I bet not see you eating no watermelon this time. No, because they want to have the stereotypes about the watermelon and the chicken. Y'all be eating too much fried chicken for me to have the stereotype. Got all sort of watermelon salads and this, that. It's a little too much watermelon eating for me if y'all want to have the stereotypes, okay? Run with your stereotype, put the forks down. And given the way y'all been seasoning said chicken, they probably would appreciate it. Oh, here we go. We don't date black men.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Oh, okay.
We can all agree on that as a society. We can all agree on that. See, racists, I told you that racism is its own punishment. Didn't I tell you that? I told you racism is its own burden to bear. Now, there you go. Burden A and burden B. See, if you would have been more open and inviting, a brother might have taken that off your hands. A brother that was down on his luck or needed a place to stay might have taken that off your hands. Now you stuck with it. Good luck with that. Hello, everybody. I'm Anna. Let's get these blacks out of here. They reek.
You're serious?
Anna, you not passing with that nose. Come on. What you doing, Anna? You don't even got to do that no more. Come on, you operating out of a 1926 playbook in 2026. Pop out the closet, baby. Wonderful running into Tulsi Gabbard today. Now y'all just being mean. Now y'all just being mean. That's Tulsi Gabbard didn't do nothing to. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Yeah, troll on. Matter of fact, why don't you pull that We Only Date Black Men post back up? Yeah, I want to see something. This is interesting. And I would love to conduct a phenomenological study with a cross-section of the White and Proud Facebook group who has classified themselves as white. My overarching purpose would be to explore why members of a group that espouse to celebrate white heritage and accomplishments are so affixed on anti-black memes, tropes, stereotypes, e.g. Martin Luther King, they need to go back to Africa, do not date black men. Securing research participants would most likely be my toughest hurdle. Well, there go two of them right there. They go two of them right there. But that is a wonderful question, isn't it? This is supposed to be all about white pride, but y'all seem to want to talk about black folk all day. And where have we seen that before? Over 400 years worth. What I find funny is majority of the posts are about black people. Why would you have a group that's talking about being proud to be white, yet you're not saying one thing about white people? Your whole group is focused on black people. I, for one, don't get bothered by seeing racists post stuff because it just shows their flawed character. I think it's super funny that black people took over the group. I also see that other white people in the group feel the same as me. Heaven forbid they focus on posting inspirational posts about white people being great. I swear black people live rent-free in racist white people's heads. We sure enough do. We sure enough do. Obama ain't paid rent in Trump's for a whole decade. Rent-free.
I obviously, have a room in his head.
Rent-free. You do everything with grace.
A suite in his head.
Absolutely rent-free. And look, it's not like it's hard to find if you just want to post white people and accomplishments and achievements and whatnot. Just go through any of the history that's allowed to be published during the Trump administration. There you have it. There you have it. You ain't got to look hard. You know what? I'll start you out. Here you go. Shout out to Mabel McFiggin, the very first woman to receive food stamps in the United States. On May 16, 1939, she became the first woman to buy food stamps during a government pilot program in Rochester, New York. She was a 36-year-old white woman. Hey, there you go. There you put some respect on her name. And she was a hard worker. She worked multiple jobs. After she worked her day job, she came home and did hair. And she had a daycare, a nursery in the basement. So, you know what I mean? Y'all should be uplifting one another.
All right, so this woman says she is proud to be white and is tired of people trying to make her feel ashamed of it.
If you would have asked me like 9 months ago if I would ever be making pro-white content, I would have looked at you like you were insane. Like, the idea of a white person being proud to be white is so foreign to most of us. And it's really only been conflated with evil and hate and maliciousness. And it's like you stop and you think about that. Like, white people are really the only ones that are taught to hate ourselves. We're the only ones that are blamed for every and all atrocities across the planet over all of time.
Now, Rob Smith, you really just gonna sit there and let that ride? Rob Smith, you really just gonna sit there and hey, I'll let you slide on the essence thing. I ain't drag you. You sat there and let this white lady talk about white people are the only people that are taught to hate ourselves. They have literally associated the word and color black with all things bad. What we talking about? We had to get legislation so we can wear our natural hair to a job. What? How much coddling do y'all need?
We are the only ones that are taught to be colorblind. We're the only ones that are constantly having diversity shoved down our throats. Like,
you know what? I got something for her. I got. No, go ahead. Let her finish. Let her finish.
we are a global minority being replaced in our own countries, and I've had enough.
So this is interesting. What I will say is this. There's so many, number one, everybody should be proud to be in whatever skin they're in. And there's so many people that, like, you know, black people, people of color, whatever, that conflate being proud of who they are with, like, literally hating white people. And I think that that is the response, right? Like, that is where this is all coming from. And so I agree with it from that perspective.
He showing up dead. He showing up dead. So many people conflate being proud of who you are to hating white people. Let me go check on the White and Proud group again. Let me go. Yeah. Hating white people, you said? No, I think the White and Proud group pretty much completely goes against that point. And in fact, the majority of the blank and proud groups on the internet, being the white ones, would follow a similar tact. Yeah. You're going to need to try again with that one. But I love the part where she said white people are the only ones that have diversity shoved down their throat.
Watch this video and let's talk about it.
It's so weird watching black people get mad at white people for starting functioning white communities. It's like, you know how happy we'd be to see black people start a functioning black community? Like, we would leave you to it. We would be, oh my goodness, good for you guys.
Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh, you want to go ahead? All right, you got it.
I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and let's talk about what you just saw. Now, he said that white people would be happy to see black people build a functioning community, that they would leave them alone, that they would cheer them on. Sir, black people have been building functioning communities since the moment they were freed from slavery. And let me show you what happened every single time. Wilmington, North Carolina. Black residents built political power and a thriving economy. A white mob staged a coup, the only successful armed overthrow of a local government in American history, and burned it down. Atlanta, Georgia. Thriving black business district, white mob of 10,000 men destroyed. East St. Louis, Illinois. Prosperous black community burned to the ground because white residents resented black economic success. Washington, D.C., the largest, most prosperous black community in America, attacked during Red Summer, a coordinated reign of terror targeting thriving black communities across the country. Chicago, thriving black community, white mobs attacked, 38 killed, over 1,000 black families left homeless overnight. Ocoee, Florida, prosperous black landowners tried to vote, entire community burned to the ground. Historians call it the single bloodiest day in modern American political history. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, the wealthiest black community in America. Money circulated within the community for 19 months before believing it. Burned to the ground in 18 hours, over 300 killed. Rosewood, Florida, thriving, self-sufficient black town with churches, with schools and businesses. Every single structure burned to the ground, every residence permanently displaced. Then when the mobs put down their torches, the government picked up the policy. The 1930s, redlining. The federal government made it officially illegal to insure mortgages in black neighborhoods, blocking generational wealth building in every black community in America simultaneously. 1949 to 1974 urban renewal, a program so racially targeted, its own administrators openly called it Negro removal. It demolished hundreds of black neighborhoods and displaced 50,000 black families every single year at its peak. This guy said white people would be happy to see it, that they would leave black communities alone, that they would say, oh my goodness, good for you guys. The mobs didn't, the banks didn't, the federal government didn't. Black people built functioning communities over and over and over again. And they were burned down and bulldozed every single time, not because they were failing, but because they were succeeding. And that is the history he clearly never learned.
Now that was well said, now wasn't it? It sure enough was. And just in case you thought that this behavior was over when it comes to preventing us from being to ourselves. I mean, there's a reason why I have a whole racist of the week strain on my channel, and I never have a shortage of videos. It really probably should be racist of the day, because we hitting at least 2-3 a week, to be generous. How about when Jasmine Crockett got on a plane with a vote like black women hat? Now this is fascinating. This was posted by the Hodge twins, who disavowed Trump. So in fact, had you voted like black women, you wouldn't have had to do all that. Now, would you? In fact, Trump is sitting down in the 30s right now. So there's a great number of people, right, who wish they had voted like black women. But you can't say that. Now, can you?
Y'all remember when I said hit dogs will holler? Well, here we go. Now, my girl Jasmine Crockett made a post, vote like a black woman. Now, child, we all knew what that meant. The 92%, because, baby, we can't stop hollering. We told y'all asses. And we know she was talking about voting patterns and political engagement. Instead, baby, look at the comments. One person immediately goes to fight like black women on a cruise ship. Another says, vote like a pregnant woman with no baby daddy. Somebody else starts talking about wigs and French toenail tips. Another person talks about her accent. Somebody else talking about raising kids right. I know they lying. I know they lying. And I need y'all to notice something. Nobody's responding to the political message. Instead, they reaching in their bag of washed up, tired stereotypes. Baby, we've heard them before. And we do not care. That's how anti-blackness works. You mention black folks, and for some people, the first thing that comes to mind isn't intelligence, isn't education, it isn't leadership, it isn't civic engagement. Child, it ain't even a political argument. It's every stereotype they've been taught to associate with black folks. Baby, they're washed up. We've heard all of those. And then those same people will wonder, why y'all talking about y'all not safe in white spaces? Because those beliefs, they don't just disappear. They're carried in schools, neighborhoods, workplaces, hiring decisions, healthcare, and interactions with the police. Everyday life. And the moment black folks don't act, talk, or behave like they think we're supposed to, here it comes, right on cue. And action. The people who think like this don't wear signs around their neck telling you who they are. That's why proximity to whiteness has never been the same thing as safety. If this don't describe you, then it wasn't about you. But if your first response to vote like a black woman is racist caricatures, the problem isn't the post. It's what the post exposed. Yeah. And baby, I say bring it on. And as Mystical would say, show me what you're working with. I like it like that. All right, good people, drink your water. Stay rooted, real, and knowledgeable. And mind your black business.
Hey man, she was cooking. She was cooking. I don't know about that Mystical though. Is he free right now? Okay, we gotta check on that. But double down on drinking the water. And also double down on the obsession. Can't even get on a plane. I just saw something like that recently. I spent the whole flight wondering what the clouds look like. She probably spent the whole flight wondering why she was seated next to an a-hole. And yes, you are correct. Imagine filming a black woman the whole flight journey and thinking you're the victim. What needs to happen? I need to know. I need to know what needs to happen. Y'all done had a whole decade-long temper tantrum because of the crime of electing a black president.
Obama.
You got a whole administration that calls anything that fails the brown paper bag test a DEI. Got them pulling up Black history markers and trying to pave over cemeteries and whatnot. And y'all are the victim. I want to tell you something, just a bit of advice, and this is probably too generous. A wise man once said that joy is not in the future, it is in the now. And I can tell you, racist, white supremacists, if you can't find joy in America 2026, you will never find joy.
He's right, you know.
I know that ain't what I think it is. This is what 38 looks like when you pay extra to keep them out of your neighbors. This is what 38 looks like when you have actual work ethic. I got a question. What type of job? What type of job? Because you just said keep them out of your neighbors. So whatever you're doing, it don't involve writing or reading. I can tell you that. This is what 38 looks like when you never let them into your home. This is what 38 looks like when you've never once done business with them. This is what 38 looks like when you've never employed one of them. This is what 38 looks like when you've never had romantic relations with them. The key to success in staying youthful is keeping them as far away from your life as possible. Ask me how we know.
You serious?
Oh, I am white and proud. The degenerates and bane of our society could never, ever make me not love myself and be proud of my heritage. Strong arm. Ma'am, how do you know? How do you know? No, because you put in your thing, ask me how I know. You said you've never had relations with them. You've never done business with them. You've never employed them. You've never even let them in your home. How do you know? See, you said too much. You said too much. Now you have revealed yourself to be a racist based on zero personal experience. Too much dip on your racist chip. And that's before we get to, what you say, 38? Yeah, good luck in those mentions. Methany Wildin. Methany. I saw it though. I saw it. Hey, she ain't let him in her home. She must be meeting him around the corner. This has to be a troll. There's no way you brag about only being 38 when you look like an old man's. Hey. The hair would at least be one color. It wouldn't be streaky like that. And the damn sure wouldn't have that trashy tattoo on him either. And this is what 38 looks like when you're not a racist. 59, that woman needs to be on a poster as a warning to what happens when you're racist. 42 years old, when you're a DSA member. When you're 43 and not racist. This is what 60 looks like when you're not a racist. This is what 57 looks like when you're not a racist. 38 looks good when you're not a racist. I suddenly don't feel so bad about turning 39. This is 53 when you're not a racist. 47 when you're not a racist. This is me about 4 years ago at 65, not a racist. This is what 60 looks like when you're not a racist. And this is what 39 looks like when you just want America to ban flock cameras and focus on liberty, self-government, and the Constitution. Holy frig, that other chick is 38? Is this what I, age 36, have to look forward to? Are you racist? Well then, no. We got a response to the initial. This is what 38 looks like when you're not a racist. Somebody decide to placate. If you're going to do a comparison like that, you should not use a filter. The digital artifacting is easy to see, so 30 does not look like that for you either. LOL. Hey, I got a project for you. It's probably going to take up the next 6 months. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago. Real Housewives of Mar-a-Lago. Yes, since that's what we're doing. Matter of fact, Trump making a speech tomorrow. That should take up at least the rest of your month. Yours truly when I was 39, youthful and happy because I love mankind. Sir, you thought you was slick. You thought you was slick. They was having a moment full of self-love and empowerment, picking up one another, and you trying to holler. You know what I mean? That's what they be talking about. There wasn't nobody even checking for you. You picked that to shoot your shot. I mean, it was smart. I ain't gonna lie, it was smart. But you done messed up my video now. Welcome to the dark side. Okay, y'all done converted shorty real fast. Y'all done got her in BLM. Hey, y'all know good well she don't got no BBL like that. Come on, y'all doing too much. I support it though. I ain't gonna lie, I support it. Hey, send that to that guy that was checking for the artifacting. Yeah, send that to him. See if he can pick that apart. Matter of fact, put it side by side with the full length and give him a simple A/B choice.
But wait, there's more.
Ma'am, you should have hollered at me. You really should have hollered at me. I could have told you exactly how that was going to go. I mean, first of all, you didn't do no copy editing with what you had posted right there. Then you put too much racism dip on your chip. You talking about, I ain't never, you act like somebody never been around black people bragging about being racist. That's like literally exactly what you posted. Then had the nerve to brag about being 38. I could have told you what that racism do to you. We just did a video about that in Ohio.
You pull him out of my yard. You can go f*** yourself. You got.
These old racists always look like 20 miles of bad road. She dropped ends and thought what was going to happen. He was going to disappear. She actually sounded like she was going to have a heart attack and looked like she needed a diaper change. Racism is literally ugly. Matter of fact, you better holler at my man and see if you can get some of those Black Lives Matter sweats in black. Because I don't want to tell you what happens down bottom.
Brother, what's that?
That's that racism trying to leave the body. That's that racism trying to leave the body. That's all that is. That's all. It don't have no outlet. That's what that is right there. You got to get that up out of you. That's what that is. Well, congratulations to all the people that took part in that particular dragging, especially all of the very beautiful, not racist women who decided to alley-oop one another. I love to see it. Keep doing your thing and commandeering that white and proud beach. And we do need to come to a solution on Mount Edgemore. We absolutely need to come to a Mount Edgemore solution and figure out what we're doing. Because put who you want to put on Mount Edgemore in the comments. I'm assuming we're doing hair. Wait a minute. I know this ain't who I think it is. Me remaining unbothered knowing I have Meta connections and a lawyer on retainer. Uh-oh, not Meta. Yeah, I feel you. I got connections at Meta. Watch out. I've watched them bully me for almost a week straight instead of finding some work ethic, a job, their baby daddies, their fathers who left for cow milk. Hey, we on almond now. I don't know who she talking about. But never returned from the store the $50 they will need for school supplies that they complain about every school year. Who been complaining about school supplies? Is that what side of the internet she be on? Yes, somehow they always have money for fake hair, fake nails, alcohol, pit bulls, gentlemen's clubs, and fine dining while letting their kids eat hot dogs at home. Hey, if we go into the gentlemen's club, we definitely going to bring back a doggy bag for the kids. These people could have been bettering their lives this entire time instead of bullying me. This is clearly why they can't get ahead and are always complaining about us having a 400-year head start. Even if they themselves had a 400-year head start, they'd still be at the bottom of the totem pole. This is the bottom of the totem pole. This is what 38 looks like when you always remain on top. Also, to the admin of this group will be shut down in a few days, so please prepare. Mic drop ×2. Good night. None of that explains why you out here looking elderly at 38. Like literally none of that explains. Is it because of the 400-year head start? Is that what you was trying to tell us? It was really 438. But more importantly, none of that addressed all of the white people that were also dragging you for filth. And you know what? We gonna do it again.
They're about to drag you. They're about to drag you in these comments. In these comments. In these comments. Oh, they're about to drag you. Hey, they're about to drag you in these comments. In these comments.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and it's high time we address something on the channel. No, I'm not talking about my singing. I'm not talking about my singing. I haven't sang in a while. You want me to bring it back? Just believe it's nowhere we can fall. Cause I will bring it back. No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about so many of you have sent me comments, sent me emails, messages that either you're not getting notifications when we have premieres or when we go live, that my videos are buried in your feed even though you think you're subscribed, and even some people that thought they were subscribed and checked and they were unsubscribed. Now, I don't know if YouTube out here deleting my number from people's phones. YouTube, come on. Come on.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I mean, that's a good idea for fatherhood for later. I'm gonna put that in my cap for later, deleting people's numbers out phones. I'm gonna keep that. But we supposed to be rocking. We supposed to be rocking. Do me this favor, won't you please? Check and make sure that your notifications are turned on. And even though you might think that you're subscribed, go ahead and check and ensure that you are in fact subscribed. And last but not least, for those people that feel like my videos aren't getting served to them, even though they think they're subscribed, well, what we can control is trying to refresh that algorithm. So why don't you come take a visit to the page? Just go ahead and search at Reese Waters and visit for a while. Just hang. You remember when you run into a friend you ain't seen in a long time? I know you've been on the wrong side of that where you've been with family and they run into somebody they ain't seen in a long time, and that's the rest of your day. You thought you was about to go home and now it's 2 days later before you even see your bed. No, let's go ahead and visit. Just watch, you know what I mean? Just and extra bonus points if you catch a couple videos where I sing. Just go ahead and refresh that thing, baby. Just go ahead and refresh that algorithm and put a nice coat of Reese Waters on top of it, won't you please? And by the way, I do want to give a shout out to one of our day ones. That is Kristen, who sent me this email I am so excited I saved up and have my Vote Like a Mother tumbler. Now my cats can't break my teacups any longer. It's the perfect size. Thank you. And you know what, Kristen? I want to thank you for being such a consistent force for good here on the channel. But I do have to address these cats. Why y'all hating? Huh? Why y'all hating? Huh? As much time as we have spent together while Kristen has been listening to my content, putting y'all in a good mood and to sleep, and not to mention the fact that she was distracted by me so y'all could do dirt. Y'all could do dirt. Think about all the fun that y'all have had because you being unsupervised because she watching my content. And don't hate. You know what I mean? Don't hate.
No.
Now, Kristen is a de facto moderator just because of how much she's been around. She knows exactly where everything goes. But if you'd like to volunteer to be an actual moderator here on the channel, we're taking additions to the team. Just hit me up at admin@ReeseWaters.com and make sure you include your handle. Last but not least, speaking of submissions, it's been a while since we did a best of, is it not? All right, why don't we take her away? You think I'm gonna be singing? The best thing about being a woman is the ability to have